greatest fit in the world to get up this ladder. All those people.
All right, we're going live. I'm gonna check the audio first, and then I'll put us on.
In sports, athletes test their body's strength and resilience every day. When you're injured, you need care from a team that specializes in sports medicine. A team that has experience returning athletes to a re-injury level in the shortest amount of time. Trust the experts at Wilson Health Sports Medicine. Wilson Health Sports Medicine offers athletes access to the area's top orthopedic surgeons, athletic trainers, physical therapists, and energy services, and is the official sports medicine provider for your Sidney Yellow Jackets. For more information, call the hospital at 498-5548 or visit the website at wilsonhealth.org. Wilson Health Sports Medicine, keeping athletes healthy and in the game. Yellow Jacket head athletic trainer is Mrs. Beth Nicholson.
Welcome again, ladies and gentlemen, to Sidney High School as we near the varsity contest between the Sidney Yellow Jackets and the Greenville Green Wave, a GWalk North matchup. Let's just go over a little bit on the results so far this season. Greenville is 0-6 and 0-4 in the GWalk North. They lost their opener at Troy, 66-26, then lost at Arcanum, 55-29. Butler beat them, 75-22. They lost at Northmont, 83-20. Lost against Tip, 63-44, and most recently lost at Piqua, 70-47. Of course, your Yellow Jackets come in at 5-1, 4-0, and sitting atop the GWalk North. We'll show you those standings in just a moment. They opened up their season with a win at Tippecanoe, 75-49, then lost at Mason in the Holiday Classic, 63-44. Beat Bellefontaine, 67-52, beat Troy, 67-48, beat Piqua, 74-46, and most recently a huge come-from-behind overtime victory at Butler, 51-46, to take a stronghold of the GWalk North, at least for the moment. So as we look at these two teams coming in on your screen, you see a few stats and everything. Of course, we went over the records. The Yellow Jackets come in averaging 63 points a game versus Greenville's 31.3. Yellow Jackets only giving up 50 points a game, as Greenville is giving up 68.7. Rebounds per game, the Yellow Jackets are strong on the glass, averaging 34 rebounds a game, led by Ratez Roberts. in Greenville, averaging 18 rebounds a game. 15 assists for the Jackets, and the big one right there, turnovers per game. The Yellow Jackets, of course, looking to turn over teams and get things going up and down. Greenville comes in averaging 24.7 turnovers a game. I'm sure that's something the Yellow Jackets will try to take advantage of. Field goal percentage, if you skip down with me a little bit, Yellow Jackets shooting 43% from the field, whereas Greenville only shooting 27%. Neither team is shooting particularly great from beyond the arc or at the free throw line, but the Yellow Jackets are a little bit better statistically in both of those categories. So with all that in mind, Caleb, what are you looking for here in the varsity contest?
Looking for some great offense by the Yellow Jackets, and obviously to get the turnovers by Greenville, something they need to minimize.
Absolutely. Now we'll put up the standings in the GWalk North. With that win at Butler, were you there, Sparksy?
No, it wasn't. I had the flu.
Oh, man, you missed it. It was great. It's fantastic. In fact, some fans missed it because they left early. I'm glad we stayed. Me and my family, we got to see that fantastic finish where the Jackets came back, tied it up on a big and one by Rotez Roberts, got a nice stop, and then won it in overtime by 5, 51-46 over Butler. Of course, this long way from being over, but Sidney sits atop the GWalk North right now at 4-0, 5-1 overall. Butler's only loss was to Sidney, both on the season and in the conference. Troy, Tip, tied at 2-2. And then Piqua is at 1-3 in the league, and Greenville, the team we will see tonight, down there at the bottom at 0-4. So obviously the Yellow Jackets probably heavy favorites coming into this ball game, but that's why they play, right, Caleb?
Yeah, that's why they play. Anything can happen.
Looking at some statistics, tough word to say. Coming into the ball game, let's look at the visitors first of all. Their leading scorer is number 13, Noah Walker. He's a 6'1 senior guard, averaging 10 points a game and 3 rebounds a game. He is a little bit of a threat from beyond the arc. In fact, he has more three-pointers than anybody on Greenville's team and anybody on the Yellow Jackets team. He's made 11 three-pointers on the year. So we'll have to guard number 13 along the arc. Next in scoring for Greenville, number 14, Jordan Dill, a 6-foot senior guard. He's averaging 4.4 points a game and 6.5 rebounds, only shooting 33% from the free throw line. Alec Fletcher, a 6'1 junior guard, is averaging 4.3 points a game and 5.3 rebounds. Has not made a three-pointer yet this year. Number 5, Tyler Bikey, a 5'11 junior guard, is averaging 4.2 points a game and 3.4 rebounds per game to go along with 1.5 assists per ball game. For the Jackets, led in scoring, of course, by Andre Gordon. Andre is 5th in the GWalk in scoring right now at 21 points per game, but that's not all he does. He's also averaging 5.8 rebounds, 5.2 assists, 2.7 steals, and a half a block a game. Only shooting 64% from the free throw line, but has brought his three-point percentage up lately. It's up around 30% at 28.6. Next in scoring for the Jackets, Rotez Roberts, the 6'3 senior forward, is averaging almost a double-double at 9.5 points a game and 9.3 rebounds per game, leading the entire GWalk in blocks with 5 blocks a game to go along with 3.2 assists, 1.8 steals. Josiah Hudgens, the three-point sharpshooter for the Jackets, averaging 7 points and 3 rebounds. Trey Wernz comes off the bench, averaging 5.2 points a game. Darren Taborn averaging 5 points a game. Keith Lee averaging 3.2 points per game, and Dominic Durr also averaging 3.2 points per game. We're getting ready for the national anthem here. We will stay here, but we're going to turn our mics down a little bit as we get ready for the national anthem, and then we'll talk about the starting lineups and preview the game between the Sidney Yellow Jackets and the Greenville Green Wave. Okay, as we get ready for the starting lineups on this Friday night basketball.
And now, for the introduction of the starters,
Let's look first at Greenville's starters, as Mr. Bickle announces them.
Number 3, Reed Haynes.
Number 3, Reed Haynes, a 6-foot sophomore guard, averaging just under 2 points and 2 rebounds a game. Next up, number 4, Alec Fletcher, a 6'1 junior guard, averaging 4.5 points and 5.5 rebounds a game.
A 6-foot senior, number 14, Jordan Hill.
Next up, number 13, Noah Walker, a 6'1 senior guard, averaging 10 points a game. He's their leading scorer. Also number 14, Jordan Dill, a 6-foot senior, averaging 4 points and 6.5 rebounds a game. And lastly, number 20, Foster Cole, a 6'2 junior forward, averaging 3.4 points a game and 2 rebounds.
This is not a test. This is your emergency broadcast system announcing the commencement of the annual purge sanctioned by the U.S. government. Police, fire, and emergency medical services will be unavailable until tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. when the purge concludes.
And now, your starters for your Sidney Yellow Jackets. A 6'1 junior, number 5, Darren Taborn.
For the Jackets, number 5, Darren Taborn, 6'1 junior guard, averaging 5 points a game.
Number 11, Keith Lee.
Keith Lee, big threes against Butler, one in overtime, one in the early going. He's starting to get it going from deep, averaging 3 points a game. Josiah Hudgens, of course, the big game against Pickwick with 23 points. He's averaging 7 points a game.
Number 2,
The Swiss Army knife, Ratez Roberts, does a little bit of everything. 9.5 points and 9.5 rebounds a game. And of course, the Virginia Tech commit, Andre Gordon, 5th in the G-Walk, averaging 21 points a game, 5.8 rebounds, and 5.2 assists. Pretty good crowd on hand here to watch the Jackets take on the visiting Green Wave. Good student section despite not having school today. Looks like Ratez Roberts along with Foster Cole is going to jump center here to begin the ball game. All right, Caleb, last chance. Keys for the Jackets.
Just keep pushing the whole game, and it should be a good win. Let's do this.
Let's do it. Ratez Roberts jumping center with Foster Cole. Tip is going to be controlled by Greenville, and they'll get the first possession of the evening. You have to bear with us here at the beginning. Their numbers are a little bit tough to see from up here in the crow's nest. 3, Reed Haynes has the ball. He's going to pass on the left side to number 14, Jordan Dill, who hands it off. The ball goes back between the circles to Foster Cole. Greenville shaking their time. Facing this Yellow Jacket man-to-man defense. Ball swung around into the left corner. There's Noah Walker, the leading scorer for Greenville. Greenville has successfully run off 30 seconds here in their first possession. Probably a little bit of their game plan and what they want to do. There's a near steal by Andre Gordon out front. Fletcher has it. He gets it back inside against Keith Lee, spins in the lane, lays it off the glass. No good. Rebound comes back to Fletcher. Fletcher's second layup attempt is also no good. This time the rebound comes down to Darren Taborn. Josiah Hudgens gives it to Keith Lee, up to Andre Gordon. Ball swung around to Darren Taborn. Thinks about a 3, now takes it from the right side. Got it.
Nice start.
Darren Taborn gives the Yellow Jackets a 3-0 lead. And the Yellow Jackets picking up full court. There's the run and jump against Noah Walker. He gets it off to number 14, Jordan Dill. Ball's going to be tipped and stolen. Ratez Roberts has it. He brings it across half court between the circles. Roberts will kick on the right side. The ball go out of bounds. Turnover by the Jackets. Back to Greenville. 3-0, early going. Minute and a half into the ball game. Jackets lead by 3 on a 3 by Darren Taborn. Run the point for the Green Wave. Reed Haynes, a 6-foot sophomore guard, guarded by Hudgens. He tries to make a pass that's nearly stolen by Darren Taborn. Will be knocked out of bounds and will stay with the Green Wave. Ball's inbounded by Greenville to Reed Haynes. Greenville looking for their first victory. Haynes is guarded by Josiah Hudgens. What color would you say those shoes are? I kind of like him. There's a steal by Keith Lee. Keith Lee driving down the left side. He's going to get a bump. He's going to lay it off the glass. It's not going to go, but Keith Lee's going to go to the line for 2.
A little bit like a purple.
Keith Lee heading to the free throw line where he is a 100% free throw shooter, as you see on your screen. 2 of 2 on the year. That foul is on number 14, Dill. That'll be his first. And the first of the ball game, Keith Lee's first free throw attempt is up. No good off the back of the iron. The announcer Jinx, of course, talking about how he's 100%.
Yep.
Coach Willoughby's talked several times about how Keith Lee is going to be a big key for this team down the stretch. Second free throw is up, no good as well off the back of the iron. Keith Lee goes 0 for 2. In the Greenville Green Wave, get the rebound in the form of Reed Haynes. He pushes it up to Fletcher. Fletcher's pass is nearly intercepted, now blocked by Rontez Roberts. Ball comes down to Keith Lee. Lee is pushing. Alley-oop. Andre Gordon from Keith Lee hammers it home. The Jackets now take a 5-0 lead. Reed Haynes passes the ball eventually to Alec Fletcher. He gets it back on the block, passes it over to Jordan Dill, lays it off the glass and in. Dill with the first 2 points for Greenville. The Jackets push the ball quickly. Andre Gordon pulls up from 18 feet. Bang.
Nice shot.
Andre Gordon, smooth jump shot, pull up from 18 feet, and the Yellow Jackets lead by 5, 7-2. Noah Walker with the ball in the backcourt. The Green Wave leading scorer. We're going to get a timeout. As the Wave were in trouble, it's going to be a 30-second timeout. 7-2 here in the early going. We'll take a 30-second timeout and be right back. Good start for the Jackets, right, Caleb? We saw the Piqua game here about a week ago where the Jackets didn't get off to quite a good start. They trailed 11-1, but not tonight. Yellow Jackets got it going early.
Great start.
So far in the early going, Darren Taborn has a 3 ball from the right side. Andre Gordon has 4 points, including an alley-oop dunk from Keith Lee. Green Wave will stare this Yellow Jacket man-to-man run and jump defense right in the eye as they pass it into the left corner to Fletcher. Fletcher drives left, blocked by Roberts again, his second of the ball game. Rebound comes down to Gordon. Gordon pushes it to Josiah Hudgens. Nice move by Josiah. Josiah Hudgens avoids the contact, avoids the charge, and lays it in. And the Jackets lead by 7, 9-2. Walker has the ball in the backcourt, guarded by Gordon and Taborn. He gets it to Fletcher, who crosses half court. Fletcher will pass it into the right corner, swung back to Bikey. Bikey tries to drive on Keith Lee. It's blocked. Rebound to Roberts. Here comes Josiah Hudgens, lays it up. And we're going to get a goaltend on the attempted putback by Rontez Roberts. There is a foul, however, so we're going to get 2 shots from Josiah Hudgens. The foul's going to be on number 20, Foster Cole, his first. Greenville's second. Josiah Hudgens with 2 points will go to the line, where the Jackets are 0 of 2 so far in the ball game. Josiah Hudgens, the 6-foot senior, is averaging 7 points a game and is 2 of 8 from the year from the line, shooting only 25%. But of course we know Josiah is a good shooter and he'll get it going eventually. That one also misses off the back of the iron. Substitution for Greenville, number 0, Ethan Saylor. The 5'7" senior guard is going to check in for number 4, Alec Fletcher. Josiah Hudgens getting ready for his second free throw. Is up and good this time. Josiah with 3 points. The Yellow Jackets lead by 8. Haynes has the ball. It's going to be kicked on his attempted pass back to Walker. Kicked out of bounds by Darren Taborn. Some very festive shoes on the Yellow Jackets this evening.
Oh, yes.
Number 5, Bikey has the ball. He's going to pass it over to Haynes. Going to get a run and jump here from Keith Lee as we're nearing 10 seconds, and they'll get a fresh 10 seconds to get it across half court as that ball is off of Josiah Hudgens' leg and out of bounds and remains with Greenville. Walker inbounds to Haynes, guarded in the backcourt by Hudgens. Here comes a run and jump from Darren Taborn. He tips it into the hands of Andre Gordon. Gordon stops, kicks out to Taborn. 3 ball, right side, no good. Rebound comes down to Walker for Greenville. He steps out of bounds, and the ball will go back to Sidney. Boy, that pressure is already causing all kinds of trouble, isn't it?
All kinds of troubles for Greenville.
Job by the Yellow Jackets being able to extend full court without giving up easy shots. There's an inbounds pass, lob to Andre Gordon. He comes down with it, lays it back up and in.
Nice play.
Andre Gordon with 3 layups here in the early going. I'm sorry, 2 layups and an 18-footer. He has 6 points, half of the Yellow Jackets' points, and the Jackets lead 12-2. Of course, Andre loves playing against Greenville.
Oh, yes.
He's had some big games against them in the past. There's a kick that's not called. Greenville retains possession. 3-ball attempt on the right side by Bikey is long. Rebound comes down to Keith Lee. Comes Andre Gordon back to Josiah.
Yeah.
Trying to get him a dunk. He didn't quite get up there high enough, but got the 2 points. That's the important part. 14-2 is the score. Haynes' pass is nearly intercepted by Ratez Roberts. Walker's going to stop from the top of the key. Fired the 3-ball. Banks it in.
There's that 3 we're talking about.
Noah Walker hits a 3, his 12th of the year. Darren Taborn drives, and we're going to wave this one off, go the other way, as there's a foul and a turnover on Darren Taborn. Good job by Greenville to step in and take the charge there, Sparksy. Dom Durr will check in for his first action, replacing Josiah Hudgens. Checking back in for Greenville, number 14, Jordan Dill. He will join in the backcourt, join Haynes to help out with this Yellow Jacket pressure. Dill will pass it over to Haynes. Haynes guarded by Dom Durr. Now we're going to get a trap from Ratez Roberts. Ball is swung into the middle to Saylor. Saylor driving on Darren Taborn. Will kick out to the right corner. Good idea, but couldn't quite make the pass. And the Yellow Jackets will get the ball back. Yellow Jackets lead 14-5. Halfway through the first quarter. Andre Gordon's going to bring the ball across half court to set the offense for the Jackets. Looking at a 1-2-2 zone from Greenville. Jackets will go with the 2-guard front. Keith Lee will drop it off to Darren Taborn inside to Ratez Roberts. He kicks it out to Dom Durr, swung around to Keith Lee. Keith Lee has it on the baseline. Good ball movement by the Jackets. There's a 3-ball from the right wing by Andre Gordon. Got it.
Nice. Great ball movement.
Smooth jump shot. Good ball movement, as you said, Sparksy, by the offense. Good pass by Darren Taborn. Andre Gordon has 9. Bikey drives up the right side, and we're going to get a foul call on the Jackets as they got a little too close. That foul's on Keith Lee. His first. Sidney's second. Substitution, number 4, Alec Fletcher, will check back in. 17-5 is the score. 2:42 to go in the first quarter. Inbounded on the side by Noah Walker. He'll hand it in the backcourt to Tyler Bikey. He's going to go against Keith Lee. Bikey driving right to start the offense for Greenville. He'll pass it to Walker at the top of the key. Walker banked into 3 earlier in this quarter. He's driving on Taborn. Wild shot out of control. Rebound is going to go out of bounds off of Greenville and over to the Jackets. Trey Words will check in for the Yellow Jackets, seeing his first action. Trey comes in, the 3-point specialist, averaging 5.2 points per ball game. Andre Gordon will pass it into Dom Durr. We've got a 1-2-2, kind of 3-quarter court press here, trying to slow the Jackets down a little bit. There's a cross-court pass to Taborn. He will drive inside. Nice move by Darren Taborn, up and in. Darren Taborn with 5 points here in the early going. Boy, it's nice to see him get going. And the Yellow Jackets commanding 14-point lead. Bikey has the ball in the backcourt, guarded by Wernz and Taborn. There's a steal by Dom Durr. Dom Durr stops, layup, up, oh! He's fouled.
Great play.
Absolutely, good defense in the trap by the Jackets, containing Greenville. And then Dom Durr with a beautiful display of body control to get fouled and make the bucket. The foul's on Alec Fletcher. Dom Durr trying to complete the 3-point play and extend the Jacket lead to 17. Durr, first free throw attempt of the year, and he makes it. He has 3 points. Oh, we're going to wave that one off. They're saying that the shooter jump went over the line. So that, in fact, does not count. And the lead's going to stay at 16 at 21-5. Inbounds pass to Greenville. Number 5, Tyler Bikey, tries to make a pass up the sideline that is deflected out of bounds by Andre Gordon. Number 13, Noah Walker, will inbound into the backcourt. Dom Durr is going to apply pressure to Tyler Bikey. Durr moving his feet, keeping in front of Bikey. Doing a nice job as Greenville tries to start the offense. Here comes a run and jump from the backside, and Andre Gordon, they have him in trouble. And we're going to get a jump ball. Jump ball is going to send the ball back over to the Jackets, and another turnover by Greenville. Substitution by Greenville. Number 3, Reed Haynes, is going to check in for Haler. Jace Conrad's going to see his first action as he checks in for Darren Taborn. Darren with a really nice start here as he has 5 points in the early going. 1-2-2 is the defense for Greenville. Dom Durr is going to set the offense. Ball swung around to Trey Wernz, of course. Jackets really like Trey Wernz against zone defenses. Wernz looking inside for Gordon. Instead, he'll pass to the top of the key between the circles to Dom Durr. There's a 3-ball by Gordon. No good, just short. Rebound is going to be tipped out of bounds off of the Jackets and will go over to Greenville. 1:22 to go in the first quarter. Jackets lead 21-5. Inbound pass goes to Haynes. He's handled the ball most of the time and done a pretty admirable job for Greenville against this heavy pressure from the Jackets. Fletcher driving on Gordon. That's not a good idea as Gordon blocks it into the hands of Dom Durr. Durr driving fast down the right side. Layup up and in. Dom Durr with his second bucket here in the first quarter. He has 4. The Yellow Jackets lead by 18. Reed Haynes passes the ball to Bikey. Stops from the top of the key. Fires a 3-ball. Nice shot.
Nice shot.
Bikey with 3 points. And that cuts the Yellow Jacket lead to 15. We'll see what the Yellow Jackets do here against the zone if they try for one shot. Andre Gordon has it. As we go under 40 seconds to go in the first quarter. Dre swings it to Jace Conrad, and it does indeed look like, in true Coach Willoughby fashion, the Jackets will hold it for the last shot. Pretty solid first quarter, right, Caleb?
Oh, very solid.
Conrad has it. Gives it back to Andre Gordon between the circles. 15 seconds to go. Coach Willoughby calling out the play. We're going to get a high ball screen, it looks like. The ball goes into the corner. Dom Durr fires a 3-ball. Got it.
Yep, there we go.
Dom Durr with 7 points on an assist from Andre Gordon. Under 5 seconds to go. Walker is going to hoist one from half court, and it's good. Beautiful shot at the buzzer by Noah Walker to cut the Yellow Jacket lead to 26-11. But it was a first quarter that was dominated by Sidney.
Yeah.
Sidney leads after one quarter, 26-11. We'll be back in just a moment.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have the winning 50-50 ticket number. That winning 50-50 number. 2-0-3.
Well, Caleb, solid first quarter for the Jackets. Your impressions?
Very good quarter by the Jackets. Outstanding play by everyone. And let's keep this going.
Yellow Jackets led in scoring in that first quarter by Andre Gordon. So he had 9 points. Dom Durr off the bench had 2 buckets and a 3-pointer for 7 points. Darren Taborn had a 3 and a 2 for 5 points. And Josiah Hudgens also with 5 points. Greenville led in scoring with that half-court shot. Noah Walker now has 6 points on 2 threes, including one from about 35 feet. Greenville has the ball to start here in the second quarter. It'll be Haynes, guarded by Durr. He passes it off on the right side to Bikey. There's a 3-ball by Walker. No good this time. Rebound on the backside comes down to Dom Durr. Durr will pass it off to Rotez Roberts. He gives it off to Jace Conrad. Back to Roberts. Roberts down the lane with the right hand. We're going to get a charge. Tough call there on Rotez.
Yep.
But good aggressive basketball there. You always like to see Rotez going to the basket. Jackets will start the second quarter with what they ended the first quarter with. That is Dom Durr, Rotez Roberts, Trey Wernz, Jace Conrad, and Andre Gordon. Greenville looking at this Yellow Jacket run and jump. Haynes has the ball. He passes it to Trey Wernz, who is on the Yellow Jacket team. Trey Wernz behind the back. Fancy move by Trey Wernz.
Good stuff.
Wernz showing a little bit of flavor as he drives in and makes the left-handed layup for his first bucket of the ball game. And the Yellow Jackets lead by 17. Haynes has the ball in the backcourt. He will pass it to Bikey. Bikey driving on Jace Conrad. Good defense by Jace as the ball is swung back out to Haynes. Bikey guarded by Conrad again, and this time they call Conrad for the foul. Jace Conrad with his first foul. Sidney's third. Be a common foul, so Greenville inbound underneath their own basket. We have some substitutions. Lathan Jones and Josiah Hudgens checking in for the Jackets, replacing Ratez Roberts and Andre Gordon. Number 20, Foster Cole, is checking back in for Greenville. Inbounds pass coming from Reed Haynes, the 6-foot sophomore guard, who's done a nice job here in the early going of handling the pressure. Good pass inside to Alec Fletcher, who lays it up and in. Fletcher now with 2 points. Yellow Jackets lead by 15. Domder has it between the circles for Sidney. Facing this 1-2-2 zone from Greenville. Ball goes in the corner to Jace Conrad. Now it's going to be swung around to the right side. Josiah Hudgens fires a 3-ball from the corner. No good. Off the front of the iron. Tips off over the backboard and over to Greenville. Substitution. Ethan Saylor, the 5'7" senior guard, number 0, will check back in, averaging 1 point a game, as he replaces number 14, Jordan Dill. Walker will inbound for Greenville in the backcourt. He gives it to Reed Haynes. Haynes staring down Domder as he gets a run and jump from the backside by Lathan Jones. Wide open layup for Fletcher. He lays it up and in. Fletcher now has 4 points, and the Jackets will only lead by 13. Domder is going to kick it on the left side to Josiah Hudgens. Domder directing the offense for Sidney. Trey Wernz has it on the right wing. He passes in the high post to Lathan Jones. Jones back to Wernz, fires a 3-ball, right side, no good. At the back of the iron, rebound, backside by Jace Conrad. Conrad trips, gets the ball off on the right side to Wernz. Wernz inside, back to Conrad, and we're going to get a 3-second call on Lathan Jones. 6:06 to go in the first half. Jackets still lead, but only by 13, 28-15. Keith Lee will check back in for Trey Wernz. Like to welcome to the broadcast Maggie Williams, watching from sunny Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Is that fair?
No, it's not.
I don't think that's fair at all. Ethan Saylor has the ball for Greenville. Hope you're having fun, Maggie. He'll pass in the backcourt to Reed Haynes. Haynes goes to Noah Walker, who will bring it across half court on Josiah Hudgens. He gives it back to Haynes, who will reset the offense. Greenville done a nice job here in the second quarter so far. Their zone has slowed down the Jackets a little bit. There's a long 3-ball by Walker, no good off the left side. And we're going to go back over to the Jackets.
Couldn't get that one.
Yeah, Jackets will substitute Andre Gordon and Darren Taborn back into the ball game, replacing Conrad and Durr. I guess after he made that half-court shot, he thought he could make that one too, huh?
Yeah, he can make anything.
He's a good player. Can't leave him open. Now the Greenville stays in a zone, but goes over to a 2-3 zone. Keith Lee has it. He'll pass on the left side to Andre Gordon, inside to Lathan Jones. Nice move by Lathan. Up off the back of the rim, no good. Rebound ends up in the hands of Ethan Saylor. Yellow Jackets have lost a little bit of their momentum. See if they can gain it back. Maybe one of those highlight plays by number 20 or something. Good timeout there by the Greenville coach as he saw a little bit of trouble brewing in the backcourt. 5:20 to go in the first half. Jackets lead by 13. We'll be back in just a minute. Welcome back to Sidney High School. We've got just over 5 minutes left in the first half, and the Yellow Jackets leading by 13. Sparksy, I love a lot of things about high school basketball here at Sidney. Love watching the team, love watching the student section. I'll tell you what, watching our cheerleaders do all them flippy things is pretty impressive too.
Yeah, that's very, very impressive.
Sidney Yellow Jackets can get back a little bit of their edge. Greenville has outscored the Jackets here in the second quarter so far, 4-2. After the Yellow Jackets came out and dominated, and sometimes, Sparksy, that happens. Teams get ahead, and then they lose a little bit of that edge. This is probably where it's going to happen, on the defensive end, where the Yellow Jackets can get back. Good ball pressure being applied here by Darren Taborn against Reed Haynes from Greenville. Haynes still dribbling against Taborn. This ball is going to be stolen by Keith Lee, and he is taken down by Walker. No harm done there, but there is a foul as Keith Lee draws the foul on Walker. That'll be his first, Greenville's fourth of the first half, so a common foul. Sidney inbounds on the side, facing the 2-3 defense from Greenville. Keith Lee will pass it into Andre Gordon. Gordon with 9 early points in the first quarter. Yellow Jackets swinging the ball. Josiah Hudgens has it. Now it's swung around to Andre Gordon on the right side. Gordon will give it back to Taborn. Now swung around to Josiah Hudgens. Whoa! For the dunk. Second dunk from Andre Gordon. This one on a longer log pass. There's the ball inbound. Stolen by Darren Taborn into the hands of Keith Lee. Andre has it. Fires a 3 ball off the back of the rim. No good. Rebound comes down to Fletcher for Greenville. Fletcher dribbling quickly up the floor. He gives it underneath to Saylor. Block. Oh! Lathan Jones into the hands of Josiah Hudgens. Hudgens passes it up to Lathan Jones. Jones fires it cross court to Andre Gordon. Gordon behind the back. It's going to be stolen by Ethan Saylor. Saylor has the ball tipped from behind and out of bounds. It's going to remain with Greenville. And we're going to have the ball on the side. So the Yellow Jackets come out of the timeout with the set play. The lob pass to Andre Gordon, that looked pretty good.
That was pretty nice. Great coaching play.
And of course, when you have a guy that can jump that high, not to diminish the pass by Josiah, but you can pretty much throw it anywhere within a 10-foot radius and he'll get it. Reed Haynes has the ball, passes in the left corner to Alec Fletcher. He's guarded closely by Keith Lee. The Jackets really picking up the pressure here with this largely first unit that's in the ballgame right now, with the exception of Lathan Jones in for Ratez Roberts. Walker has the ball in the paint. His shot is contested and ends up in the hands of Darren Taborn. Taborn pushes it quickly for the Yellow Jackets. Nice no-look pass to Josiah Hudgens. He's going to lay it up and be fouled. Good pass by Darren.
That was a very nice pass.
Josiah Hudgens is going to head back to the line. He's 1 for 2, which brings him to 30% on the year as he was 25% coming in.
Hudgens will go to the line, shooting 2.
3:53 to go in the first half. Yellow Jackets with a handy lead and looking to extend on it. Substitution, number 3 Haynes is going to check out of the ball game. It'll be interesting to see who does the majority of the ball handling duties against this Yellow Jacket press. Hudgens' second free throw is up and good. So for the second time, Josiah splits a pair. He now has 6 points. The Yellow Jackets lead by 16. Bikey has the ball. He passes cross court to Jordan Dill, into the middle to Walker. Walker has it between the circles, back to Dill. He's going to drive in on Keith Lee, lays it up, short, off the glass, no good. Keith Lee gets the rebound, is bumped, and the ball is going to go out of bounds, and it's going to stay with Greenville. Halfway through the second quarter, Yellow Jackets seem to have gained back some of that energy that they had in the early going. Ratez Roberts checks back in for the Jackets. Ratez scoreless, but 2 huge blocks here in the early going. Pass goes in the backcourt to Tyler Bikey. He's guarded by Darren Taborn between the circles. Bikey retreating toward midcourt. Now will try to drive around Taborn. He dishes it off, to Walker. Ball's going to be stolen by Roberts, and Roberts is going to be fouled. Foul's going to be on number 20, Foster Cole. That'll be his second. Only Greenville's 6th, so still a common foul, and Sidney will inbound facing a 1-2-2 three-quarter court pressure look. Josiah Hudgens with the ball in the left corner. And he will dribble out of bounds and the ball will go over to Greenville. Noah Walker's going to inbound. The Yellow Jackets for several turnovers already, looking for another one right here. Ball's going to go into Tyler Bikey. He's guarded by Josiah Hudgens. Now run and jump by Darren Taborn. Ball is passed over on the left side to Foster Cole. Cole in trouble. Ball's nearly stolen by Keith Lee. It's going to go off of his leg and stay with Greenville. I got another person from Florida texting me telling me that they're enjoying the broadcast. Greg Johnson, who works for the Opportunity School, old principal here from Sidney. This is not fair. We got Reggie in the Bahamas. We got those 2 down in Florida. But we're enjoying basketball here on Friday night in Sidney. Yes, there's a rainbow 3 ball by Jordan Dill. He has 5 points. The Yellow Jackets lead is cut to 13. Andre Gordon splits a trap, stops at the elbow, kicks out to Keith Lee, thinks about a 3, instead drives. Nice move by Keith Lee off the glass, no good. Blocking foul is going to be on number 14, Jordan Dill. It'll be his second, and Keith Lee's going to go to the line.
Fouls on the way, number 14, Dill, his second.
Keith Lee heading to the line where he came in as a 100% free throw, but was 0 for 2 on his first trip there, dropping him down to 50%. We'll see if Keith can get it back here. Scoreless on the night so far. Keith Lee looking for his first point, and he gets it with the first free throw. Substitution. Number 3, Reed Haynes, the 6-foot sophomore guard, is going to check back in as he replaces Ethan Saylor. Keith Lee looking for his second shot. Is up and good. And the Yellow Jackets lead by 15, 33-18. Walker will inbound for Greenville, of course, with that half-court shot at the end of the first quarter. Walker. Haynes has the ball. He passes on the left side to Jordan Dill. Breaks the pressure by passing it to Noah Walker. Foster Cole fires a 3-ball from the right side. No good. Rebound comes down to Rotez Roberts. Roberts hands it to Taborn. Back to Roberts. Just a little bit low and between his legs. Here comes Greenville quickly down the floor. Long 3-ball by Noah Walker. No good off the back of the iron. Rebound down to number 5, Tyler Bikey. Lays it up with the left hand and in. Bikey with 5 points. The Yellow Jackets coming right down the floor back at him. Keith Lee goes for a layup, and that's going to be a charge. Give Greenville some credit, Sparksy. Yeah. They played pretty well here in the second quarter.
Really well.
It hasn't been just all the Jacket struggles. Greenville doing a much better job at taking care of the ball. We have some substitutions. Dom Durr is going to check in for Josiah Hudgens, and Trey Wentz is going to check in for Keith Lee, who's going to have to sit down with 2 fouls. 1:58 to go in the first half, 33-20. Yellow Jackets jumped out to a 26-11 lead after 1. Would have stuttered here a little bit in the second quarter. There's a new steal by Gordon. Running one-hander by Walker is up off the glass. Soft touch is good.
Nice shot.
Walker has 8 points to lead Greenville. Comes Taborn down to Gordon. Gordon, shot fake, dribbles right. He's going to turn it over into the hands of Greenville. And here comes Greenville. Going to be fouled by Darren Taborn in the backcourt. That'll be Darren's second foul. Sidney 6, and with 1:33 to go here in the first half, Yellow Jackets not playing their best basketball right now.
Yellow Jacket substitution.
Jace Conrad setting the check in for Taborn, who has 2 fouls. And Walker's going to inbound on the side for Greenville. He'll pass it in the backcourt to Reed Haynes, who will set the offense for Greenville. Fletcher has the ball on the left side, guarded by Trey Wentz. There's a near steal by Rotez Roberts out front. Jordan Dill will drive down the right side. Blocked by Roberts from behind, but we're going to get a foul. That'll be Rotez's second foul. So now 3 Yellow Jackets with 3 fouls. Coach Willoughby looks a little bit annoyed on the side. Actually, they're going to call that foul on Dom Durr, it looks like. So Rotez will stay with only 1 foul, and Dom Durr picks up his first foul. Jordan Dill will go to the line for Greenville. Dill, a 33% free throw shooter on the year. Makes the first. And looking for the second. Gets that one as well. And the lead is only 9, 33-24 after the Yellow Jackets dominating early. Andre Gordon will cross half court, looking at a 1-2-2. Actually, maybe a box and 1 now. Looks like a box and 1 or a diamond and 1 here against the Yellow Jackets. Something that I'm sure the Jackets will see the rest of the year. Andre has it in the right corner. He passes out top to Dom Durr. Durr gives it back to Gordon on the right side. They're guarded by Alec Fletcher. Cross-court pass goes to Jace Conrad. We're under a minute. Long 3-ball attempt by Jace Conrad is no good. Off the backboard. Into the hands of Tyler Bikey, and the Yellow Jackets have stalled. Reed Haynes will drive down the right side, guarded by Jace Conrad. Gets around Conrad, and he drug his pivot foot. That's going to be a turnover, giving the ball back to the Jackets. Well, Sparksy, what can we do to get going here a little bit?
Just a little bit more offense and a little bit more rebounds on the defensive side, but just keep up with everything. It should keep going.
Dom Durr has the ball for Sidney between the circles. Passes on the left side to Jace Conrad. Durr looking inside. Will give it to Gordon. Once again, the box and 1, so he's going to see 2 defenders when he gets the ball. Nice pass, though, to Jace Conrad. Rebound by Rotez Roberts, a strong rebound. We're going to get a foul on the rebound. Rotez is going to go to the free throw line looking for his first point.
Fouls on the way, number 14.
Fouls on number 14, Jordan Dill. That'll be his third. With only 20 seconds left here in the first half, Rotez Roberts headed to the line. Of course, he hit a big free throw against Butler. He's a 62.5% free throw shooter. Valtez's shot is no good, in and out. Rebound comes down to Greenville, and they'll probably try to hold it for the last shot here. Reed Haynes with the ball. He crosses half court. Ball's nearly poked away by Trey Werns. Back into the hands of Haynes. Passes on the right wing. There's Bikey. Pass back to Haynes. We're under 5 seconds. Long three ball by Walker is no good. Rebound comes down to Werns, and that'll end the first half. The Yellow Jackets outscored there in the second quarter, 13-7, and that brings us to our halftime score of 33-24. Caleb, your thoughts on the first half?
Pretty impressive in the beginning of the game. Obviously, Greenville was playing amazing in the second quarter.
Absolutely. So hopefully the Yellow Jackets can get it turned around. We're going to total up some stats that we have, some more detailed stats with assists and blocks and things like that. And we'll give those to you when we come back here in about 5 or 6 minutes. Once again, the Yellow Jackets jump out to an early lead, but stall a little bit in the second quarter. Now only lead by 9 at halftime, 33-24. We'll be back in just a few minutes.
Quarterback from BYU in the Potato Bowl, whatever. He was 18 for 18, 317, and 4 touchdowns. The first time ever somebody was perfect in a bowl game. Wow.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we get ready for the second half. About 2 minutes until we begin the second half. Some more detailed statistics for the Yellow Jackets. The Yellow Jackets were led in scoring by Andre Gordon, who was 5 of 7 from the floor, 1 of 3 from three-point range for his 11 points to go along with 1 rebound, 2 assists, 1 steal, 1 block, and 1 turnover. Next in scoring for the Jackets, number 1, Dominic Durr. Durr was a perfect 3 of 3 from the field, including 1 of 1 from three-point range for 7 points to go along with 2 rebounds and 1 turnover. Josiah Hudgens added 6 points on 2 of 3 from the field and 2 of 4 from the free throw line to go along with 2 rebounds, 2 assists, and 1 turnover. For the Yellow Jackets, Darren Taborn had 5 early points on 2 of 3 from the floor, 1 of 2 from three-point range for his 5 points to go along with 2 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal, and 1 turnover. But he had 2 fouls there late in the first quarter. In the first half. Rotez Roberts did not score, did have 2 rebounds and 2 blocks. Keith Lee had a solid defensive first half there for the Yellow Jackets. He was 2 of 4 from the free throw line for 2 points. Also had 2 rebounds, 3 assists, 3 steals, 1 block to go along with 3 turnovers and 2 fouls. Rounding out the scoring for the Yellow Jackets, Trey Werns, number 30, had a bucket on 1 of 2 from the field for his 2 points to go along with 1 block. Greenville led in scoring by Noah Walker, number 13. He had 2 threes, including a half-court shot at the end of the first quarter, to along with a bucket in the second quarter for 8 points. Dill added a 3-pointer, 2 free throws, and a bucket for 7 points. Alec Fletcher had 4 points, and Bikey had a 3-pointer and a 2-pointer for 5 points. So the Yellow Jackets, after jumping out to an early 26-11 lead after the first quarter, really struggled there in the second quarter. Caleb, what do you think they have to do to get it going again?
Some high-powered offense and some good defensive stops should do it.
Well, I would hope so.
Yeah, I would hope so too. Greenville's been
Yellow
playing
Jackets.
good
Yellow Jackets will send out their starters: Taborn, Roberts, Hudgens, Gordon, and Lee. Greenville will counter with their starters as well. Darren Taborn dribbling around the right side, facing looks like the 1-2-2 compacted zone from Greenville, which has slowed the Yellow Jackets down a little bit when they've been in the half court. There's a 3-ball from Darren Taborn, no good off the front of the rim. Rebound down to Josiah Hudgens. He lays it back up and in.
Nice play.
Good start by the Yellow Jackets. That's one thing they did not do in the first half. That was only their 2nd offensive rebound. Ooh. That's something that I'm sure that Coach Willoughby would like for the Yellow Jackets to do. Reed Haynes has the ball for Greenville, guarded by Josiah Hudgens. Looking inside, ball's tipped away by Rotez Roberts into the hands of Hudgens, and he's going to be fouled in the backcourt. Foul's going to be on number 20, Foster Cole.
Foul's on the way, number 20, Cole.
That'll be his 3rd. So he joins Dill with 3 fouls as well. Andre Gordon with 11 points leading the Jackets will trigger the offense. Passes on the left side to Josiah Hudgens. Looks like just a straight zone here, not any kind of junk defense, a box and 1 or diamond and 1 right now. So the ball is swung around to Andre Gordon. He has it on the left side. Nice pass inside to a cutting Darren Taborn.
Great pass.
He lays it up and in. Good pass by Andre Gordon. Good movement by the Jackets. 2 possessions, 2 buckets. There's a near steal by Gordon into the hands of Fletcher. There's going to be a spin move. Looked like an extra step. No call by Dill. Rebound comes down to Keith Lee. He pushes it to Rotez Roberts. Over in the left corner to Darren Taborn. Drives around his defender. Kick on the right side to Andre Gordon. 1 extra pass to Josiah Hudgens. 4-3.
Great ball movement.
Unselfish basketball. Josiah Hudgens has 5 points here in the second half. Another assist from Gordon. And Saya now joins Andre with 11 points. Reed Haynes has the ball. High on the left, guarded by Josiah Hudgens. Gets a ball screen from Jordan Dill. Haynes comes off on the right side, probing. Looks inside for Fletcher. Nothing doing. We'll pass out back top to Foster Cole. Cole has it between the circles, guarded by Rotez Roberts. Looking to start the offense for Greenville. He'll hand it off to point guard Reed Haynes, the 6-foot sophomore. And he's going to dribble to the right side to initiate the offense. Here's a double screen for Walker. Long 3-ball, no good, off the front of the iron. Rebound down to Andre Gordon. Gordon will push the ball to Rotez Roberts in the middle. Turned it over into the hands of Alex Fletcher. Fletcher stolen by Rotez Roberts in the backcourt. And before he can dunk it, they're going to call a double dribble. Good effort by Rotez there, though.
Yeah, great effort.
Yellow Jackets keep doing that. They're going to be back and sitting in pretty good shape if they can continue to apply that pressure in the backcourt. There's a near steal by Gordon. I think the official helped keep the ball in bounds. And it's going to end up in the hands of Reed Haynes for Greenville, guarded high near half court by Josiah Hudgens. Haynes gets around Hudgens. He'll kick on the right side. There's a 3-ball from Foster Cole. Good.
Nice pass.
Foster Cole with his first 3-ball, first points of the game. He has 3. The Yellow Jacket lead is 13. Andre Gordon facing the 1-2-2 zone from Greenville. Will pass to Josiah Hudgens. Long 3-ball from the right. No good. Rebound. Backside, Rotez Roberts. Up and in.
There we go. Great rebound.
That's what you like to see from Rotez in a game like this. Get to those offensive boards. Foul's going to be on Greenville's number 3, Reed Haynes, his first. Greenville's second. Substitution. Ethan Saylor, number 0, will check in, as well as number 5, Tyler Bikey. Rotez will go to the line. Rotez 0 for 1 from the line tonight, a 62% free throw shooter overall. His free throw is up and good. Rotez now with 3 points, all on that trip, and the Jackets push the lead to 16. 43-27, 5 minutes to go in the third quarter. Yellow Jackets trying to regain some of their early dominance, excuse me. There's another turnover through the hands of Saylor out of bounds. Keith Lee done a really nice job defensively. Andre Gordon calling out the play for the Yellow Jackets. He's going to get a ball screen from Rotez Roberts. Now another screen from Keith Lee. His jumper's no good. Rebound to Rotez Roberts. He'll back it out and reset the offense for the Jackets. Darren Taborn, shot fake, gets around his defender, lays it up and in.
Great move.
Darren looking really good going to the basket. He has 4 buckets now for a total of 9 points. And the Yellow Jackets push the lead to 18. There's Reed Haynes driving down the lane, off the glass, up and in. We're going to get a timeout by Greenville. 4.5 to go in the third quarter. Yellow Jackets lead 45-29. We'll be back in just a moment. Well, Caleb, still not quite to the level that the Yellow Jackets are capable of, but a little bit better here in the third quarter so far.
A little bit better. That's just all we can ask for.
Saw Isaiah Bowser in the house earlier.
Oh, yeah. Oh, speaking of good players, he'll be leaving to go to California pretty soon.
So we got 2 people in Florida. He's going out to San Diego.
Reggie's in the Bahamas.
Right, Reggie's in the Bahamas. This is not fair.
Not at all.
Keith Lee with the ball for the Yellow Jackets. Pass on the right side to Josiah Hudgens. Greenville switched to a box-and-1 defense here. Gordon has it in the left corner. Drives, passes to Keith Lee. Lays it up, no good, but is fouled. Keith Lee's going to go back to the line where he has been for 4 shots already today. Foul's going to be on number 13, Noah Walker. That'll be his second. Keith Lee's going to the line where he came in as a 100% free throw shooter. He's 2 for 4 on the night. Free throws 5 and 6 coming up. He makes the first. Lee gets ready for the second free throw. Up and in. He now has 4 points, all on free throws. Reed Haynes guarded in the backcourt by Andre Gordon. Gordon staying in front of Haynes. Gets a back tip, and we're going to get a foul. Foul's on Andre Gordon, his first, team's first. Tough call there for the Jackets. That can't be comfortable for anybody trying to go one-on-one against him full court.
Yeah.
There's a nice back cut by Reed Haynes, and he tries to go against Rotez Roberts. There's a long outlet pass to Andre Gordon, who lays it up, no good. Rebound by Josiah Hudgens, and he puts it up and in. Good outlet pass there by Rotez. Josiah now with 13 points to lead the Jackets. Reed Haynes has the ball, dribbles into the left corner, now reverses Trek and goes back out to the top of the key. Haynes will pass on the left side to Noah Walker, guarded by Darren Taborn. Noah is the Greenville leading scorer, and his answer for everything seems to be, when I'm guarded, I'm just going back up. He has taken some long 3 balls today, and he's made a couple of them. There's a nice move inside by Foster Cole. He now has 5 second-half points, and the lead is back to 18, 49-31. Josiah Hudgens, long 3 ball on the left side, in and out, no good. Rebound backside by Darren Taborn, lays it up and in.
Good play.
Darren Taborn joins Andre and Josiah in double figures as Darren now has 11, and the lead is 20, 51-31. Reed Haynes passes on the right side to start the offense to Bikey. Bikey looks for the back screen to Walker instead. He'll pass it off to Foster Cole, fires a 3-ball, no good. Rebound to Keith Lee. Keith Lee pushing the ball up the right side to Josiah Hudgens, who has to save it into the hands of Ethan Saylor from Greenville, and Greenville will attack. Reed Haynes has the ball in between the circles for Greenville. He's going to get kind of a ball screen from Wyatt Saylor as Greenville looks to set their offense. Haynes still looking for somebody to pass it to. We'll hand it off to Noah Walker. Walker guarded by Andre Gordon. Ball is nearly stolen by Josiah Hudgens on the wing. Go out of bounds and remain with Greenville. Substitutions, number 14, Jordan Dill, and number 4, Alec Fletcher, check in for Greenville. 51-31, 20-point lead for the Jackets. 2:20 to go in the third quarter. Darren Taborn applying pressure to Tyler Bikey out front. Bikey will pass it to Walker. There's another long 3-ball by Walker.
And that one goes.
Nothing but the bottom of the net. So we shouldn't be shocked at this point that he's taking them, and we shouldn't be shocked that he's making them. Walker now with 11 points. Keith Lee will give the ball to Josiah Hudgens. Hudgens pass it off to Keith Lee. Gives it to Darren Taborn. Now on the right side to Andre Gordon. Gordon, nice pass inside to Rotez Roberts. Lays it up off the glass and in. Another assist from Andre. So he's seeing 2 people most of the evening so far. This one to Rotez Roberts, who lays it up and in. He has 5 points. There's a long 3-ball this time from Bikey. In my old age, I'm not even sure I could see the rim from where these guys are shooting it today. Andre Gordon brings it up for the Yellow Jackets. He drives down the right side, floats around the defender. No good. Rebound by Rotez Roberts, up and in. Rotez getting it going here in the second quarter. A couple offensive rebounds, a couple putbacks. He has 7 points. There's Greenville's Tyler Bikey's going to dribble out of bounds. Ball's going to go back to Sidney. Good defense there by Darren Taborn.
Oh, very nice defense.
Substitutions for Greenville. Number 3, Reed Haynes is going to check back in. See, he replaces Tyler Bikey. 55-37 is the score. Andre Gordon held scoreless here in the second half so far, but does have several assists. Rotez Roberts getting it going. Darren Taborn with a nice second half, and Josiah Hudgens with 7 points here in the third quarter. Gordon, pass up top to Josiah Hudgens. Thinks about a long 3. Instead, will drive around. Now we'll kick out to Darren Taborn. Taborn passes on the right side to Andre Gordon. Andre between the legs, dribble, off the glass. Gets his own rebound, tips it out to Josiah, who fires a 3-ball from the corner. No good. Rebound nearly corralled by Keith Lee. It's going to go off of Greenville, out of bounds, and stay with the Jackets. 51.8 to go in the third quarter. Andre Gordon will inbound. He's joined on the floor, still by the starters here in the third quarter. Gordon will pass it up to Josiah Hudgens, who gives it to Darren Taborn. Taborn guarded by Walker. He's going to drive down the left side. He is corralled by Walker. We'll see if they call that on the floor or if we get 2 free throws. Foul's going to be on Walker. It's his third, and that is called on the floor, so the Jackets will inbound again. Substitution for Greenville. Tyler Bikey checks in for Ethan Saylor. Andre Gordon will look to inbound again. This time passes it in to Roberts, who lays it up and in.
Nice pass.
Good inbounds play by the Jackets. Good pass by Gordon. Good finish by Roberts. He has 9 all here in the third quarter. The Yellow Jackets push the lead to 20. 57-37. Pass on the right side. Goes to Bikey. Bikey drives down the right side. Swatted out of bounds by Swatez Roberts.
Swatez Roberts.
His third block of the game. Of course, a G-Walk leading, averaging 5 blocks a game. Ball will stay with Greenville, though. 26.1 to go in the third quarter. Going to be inbounded by Reed Haynes. Lots of movement by Greenville on the inbounds pass. The ball will go into Jordan Dill. He hands it off to Haynes, who will reset the offense. Haynes guarded by Darren Taborn. High on the left, gets a ball screen from Jordan Dill. Haynes will pass it to Walker, guarded by Gordon. Walker leading Greenville with 11 points. Gets a ball screen from Dill. Nearly stolen by Gordon. Will hand it off to Jordan Dill. He drives down on Keith Lee. Spin move in the lane. Off the glass. No good. Rebound down to Fletcher. He tries to go up. No good. Blocked by Taborn and a foul. Fouls on Darren Taborn, his third. Sidney's second of the second half. 2.7 seconds remaining. Alec Fletcher is going to go to the line for Greenville. Fletcher comes in as a 25% free throw shooter. Seeing his first free throws of the ball game. This one is no good off the back of the rim. See the Yellow Jackets can get a shot off here, Sparksy, with 2.7 to go in the third quarter.
If Greenville can do it, we can do it.
Fletcher's second shot is up and in. He now has 5 points. Roberts will inbound to near half court to Darren Taborn. He fires a half court shot. No good. Off the side of the backboard, and that'll bring us to the end of the third quarter. The Yellow Jackets extend their lead to 57-38 by outscoring Greenville in the second quarter, 24-14. We'll be back for the fourth quarter, and to wrap things up, the Yellow Jackets lead after 3, 57-38. You're watching high school basketball from Sidney High School TV Productions. I'm Greg Snyder along with Caleb Sparks and our cameraman Jacob Everingham. We'll be back in just a moment. Back here in Sidney, big quarter there from Ratez. Sparksy, as he had 9 points, several offensive rebounds. It seemed a little more active.
Yeah, Swatez Roberts.
Yellow Jackets take the floor with Domder, Keith Lee, Ratez Roberts, Darren Taborn, and Andre Gordon. Andre Gordon with 11 first half points. Did not score there in the third quarter. Probably had 3 or 4 assists, though. Greenville's going to take the floor with number 3, Haynes, number 4, Fletcher, number 14, Dill, number 5, Bikey, and number 13, Walker. They are led in scoring by number 13, Noah Walker, who has 3 threes. And another bucket for 11 points. Fletcher has the ball in the middle, facing a Yellow Jacket pressure defense. Reed Haynes is going to pass it on the left side to Walker, thinks about another one of his long threes. Instead, elects to hand it off to Haynes, who's going to set the offense for Greenville. Haynes dribbles on the right side. Good job by the Jackets to jump the double screen for Walker. There's going to be a drive by Bikey that is swatted out of bounds by Ratez Roberts.
Swatez Roberts.
Block number 4 for Ratez. Yes, I think that was a block. I don't think that was a pass. I think it was going to be a shot.
Yeah, I think that was a shot.
Wish Ratez blocked it with his elbow. Greenville inbounding underneath their own basket. Passes it to Bikey. He hands it off to Reed Haynes. Haynes guarded by Gordon. Swings it on the left side. There's a 3 ball by Dill. Good.
Another good shot.
Greenville playing well at times here in spurts. Giving the Yellow Jackets a little bit of trouble. 16-point game, 57-41. There's a 3 ball by Andre Gordon from the right side. Good.
Great move.
Unguardable when he does that kind of stuff. Gordon now with 14, his second 3 ball of the game. There's a pass up on the left side to Fletcher. He'll drive it in the middle, kick it to Walker. Long 3 ball on the right side. No good. Off the front of the iron and over the backboard, out of bounds. And a minute into the fourth quarter, the Yellow Jackets lead by 18 and will look to extend. Andre Gordon passes on the left side. Ball goes inside to Keith Lee. He hands it off to Ratez Roberts. Nice, unselfish play there by the Jackets as Darren Taborn ends up with the ball, lays it up and in. And Taborn now has 13 points. There's a near steal on the sideline, and the Jackets are picking it up, Sparksy.
Oh, yes, they are. I'm really liking this.
61-41, 20-point ball game. Just under 7 minutes to go in the ball game. Walker inbound on the side for Greenville. And he'll pass to the top of the key to Tyler Bikey. Bikey driving down the right side, blocked by Durr on the right side. Gets his own rebound, passes back out to Walker. Gets Ratez Roberts in the air, gets inside. Misses the running layup, though. Ball goes out of bounds, off of the leg of Keith Lee, and will stay with Greenville. Substitution for Greenville, number 20. Foster Cole checks back into the ball game. Walker looking to inbound, will throw it into the backcourt to Foster Cole, the 6'2 junior. He'll hand it off to Reed Haynes, who will bring it across half court, guarded by Taborn. Reed Haynes dribbling down the left side, gets around Taborn. Will kick out to Fletcher, thinks about a 3 ball, instead takes a running 15-footer. How did that go in?
I don't know.
Nice move by Alec Fletcher. He now has 7 points. and it's 61-43. Andre Gordon passes on the left side to Dom Durr. Ball swung back around to Durr. There's a lob pass for Andre Gordon. It's just a little bit short, tipped away by Foster Cole into the hands of Bikey, who drives the length of the court, lays it up, no good. Rebound comes down to Darren Taborn. He passes it up on the right side to Andre Gordon. Andre fires a 3-ball, got it.
Nice shot.
Gordon starting to get that long ball going. He now has, I have him for 17. The scoreboard has him for 16. I'm not sure which one it is. We'll check after the game. But I'm going to say 17 points to lead the Jackets. Foster Cole swings it around. There's Walker, a long 3-ball, banked, almost in. Rebound comes down to Darren Taborn. He gives it to Andre Gordon. He'll set the offense for the Jackets ahead by 21, 64-43. Gordon pulls from 22 feet, just a little bit long, no good. Rebound into the hands of Tyler Bikey. He gives it to Reed Haynes, who's kind of hung out to dry right now. Long pass to Keith Lee is intercepted, and there's going to be a foul on Alec Fletcher. It'll be Fletcher's second foul. Good job by Keith Lee, as he's going to check out of the ball game, and Trey Wernz is going to check in for him. Of course, Yellow Jackets back in action next Saturday. We plan to carry all 3 games again. We'll see. Saturday the 29th as Wayne comes to visit the Hive. That doesn't happen very often. We don't get to see the Wayne Warriors too often, so it'd be neat to see him in here. That looked like a kick ball that is not called, and it'll go over to Greenville. Walker has the ball. He'll pass it to Bikey, who weaves in between the Jackets, goes right at Rottez Roberts and lays it in.
Nice shot.
Bikey been very aggressive. Darren Tabor on a stop on the left wing. He fires a 3-ball that's short, no good. Rebound down to Noah Walker. Walker pushing the ball for Greenville. He'll be guarded at half court, nearly stolen by Darren Taborn. Bikey kicking on the right side to White Saylor, Ethan Saylor. There's a long 3-ball by Noah Walker that's no good. And the rebound is battled for, comes down to Darren Taborn. Here comes Taborn on the break. Off the backboard. It's intended dunk for Andre Gordon. It's going to end up in the hands of Noah Walker. Walker driving the length of the court. Hands it off to Fletcher. Goes at Roberts, who sends it right back to him. Into the hands of Fletcher. Gives it to Walker, who will give it to Bikey, who will reset the offense for Greenville. Greenville, Bikey looks inside. And what they call there? They call it travel? Sorry, I wasn't paying attention. Josiah Hudgens is going to check in for Darren Taborn. We're going to get a timeout on the floor. Timeout's going to be by Sidney. 4 minutes to go in the ball game. Yellow Jackets lead by 19. Looking to close this one out. They lead 64-45. We'll be back in a minute. Jackets looking to sweep here tonight against Greenville. They won the JV game, the freshman game. We'll start with that one. They won the freshman game and come from behind fashion. They trailed much of the game, won 34-30, got 9 points from Jack Davidson, 8 from Landon Davis, 7 from Carter Elsner, 4 each from Dalton Smith and Conley New, and got a bucket for 2 points from Chris Hudgens. Then the Yellow Jackets dominated the JV game and won 77-29 as the JV squad improves to 7-0 on the year. Camden Vordermark led the Jackets with 17 points. Jaden Swiger had 14. Yellow Jackets also got 6 from Ryan Sloss and Kurt Spangler, 5 points from Ryan Caulfield and Isaiah Huggins, and a host of other Jackets scored. So they won the freshman game, they won the JV game. Now the Yellow Jackets looking to close out this varsity game. There's a nice pass from Andre Gordon to Josiah Hudgens, but he stripped on the way up. The ball will go back over to Greenville. Reed Haynes has the ball for Greenville in the front court. He passes the ball all the way on the right side to Foster Cole, who tries to dribble inside. A little bit out of control. Tries to save it, and it'll go out of bounds to the Jackets. Andre Gordon looking at a 1-2-2, 3-quarter court pressure. He makes a cross-court pass to Dom Durr. And we're going to get an over and back call. Might have been right. I'm not sure.
I didn't see it.
You got to have all three in the front court, and then any one of the three that has to check. I don't know if he had all three in the front court, meaning the ball on both feet, but regardless, good play for Greenville, and they have the ball. 3.5 to go here in the game. Reed Haynes will throw it off of Dom Durr's leg to retain possession for the Wave. Noah Walker, leading Greenville with 11 points, will inbound from the side. He passes up top to Reed Haynes. Ball's poked away by Dom Durr. Good hustle by Dom Durr as he tracks it down in the front court. Durr, nice pass to Andre Gordon. Shot fake up and in. Good play by Dom Durr.
Great play.
Gordon now with 19. Then here comes Saylor. Ethan Saylor tries to make a cross-court pass to an open Foster Cole, but can't quite corral it. Ball goes out of bounds and over to the Jackets. 66-45, 21-point lead. Would you agree with me, Sparksy, that Greenville has impressed at times?
Yeah, they have been very impressive.
Doesn't look like an 0-6 team.
Doesn't at all.
Andre Gordon with a long pass up the sideline to Trey Wernz. Ball go back in between the circles to Andre Gordon. 1-2-2 zone. Actually, yeah, it might be a 1-2-2 zone. There's a step back three by Andre Gordon that rolls around and in. Gordon with his fourth three of the ball game. Scoreboard says he has 21. I think he might have 22. We'll see. But Andre Gordon gives the Yellow Jackets a 24-point lead with 2.5 to go in the ball game. Noah Walker with the ball, guarded by Josiah Hudgens. He passes on the right side to Alec Fletcher. Fletcher looking to drive on Trey Wernz. Ball swung around on the left side to Bikey. Bikey been in attack mode this entire game. Gives it off to Jordan Dill. Ball's tipped by Rotez Roberts, or at least rerouted, but ends up in the hands of Alec Fletcher, who puts it up and in. Fletcher with 9 points. And with 2 minutes to go in the ball game, Andre Gordon brings it across half court. Nice pass inside. It just gets away from Rotez Roberts and out of bounds. And we're going to get a host of substitutions. Jace Conrad, Darius Bokey, Lathan Jones, and Josh Hartlett will check in and replace everybody except for Trey Wernz.
I think the 1-3
go ahead,
down,
Sparks.
the 1-3 down there, I think they called it a 2.
Did they really?
Yeah. They didn't look, it looked like a 3. I just think they called it a 2.
Well, there you go. That's why you're here, Sparksy. So the starters check out for the Yellow Jackets. There's a long 3 ball by Bikey that's no good, but the Yellow Jackets are unable to get the rebound. Starters are better there in the second half.
Yep.
Still probably not quite what Coach Willoughby wanted, but it was definitely better.
It's definitely better, yes.
Of course, we know that the Yellow Jackets ought to be on their A game when they play host to Wayne next Saturday, which we plan to carry here on TV Productions. Jace Conrad, ball's going to be tipped at half court. Conrad's still battling for it, but it's going to end up in the hands of Greenville's Noah Walker. Walker is going to bring the ball across half court. He hits a cutting Bikey, who's unable to make this layup. Rebound comes down to Jace Conrad. Trey Wernz passes on the left side. There's Darius Bokey. Long 3 ball's no good. Rebound to Lathan Jones. He lays it up. No good. But he's fouled.
Fouls on the way. Number 0, Saylor, his second, team 6.
Fouls on Ethan Saylor, the 5'7" senior from Greenville. We're going to get a timeout. We'll step away for just a moment, and we'll come back for Lathan's free throws and the finish of the ball game. 1:26 to go. Jackets lead by 22, 69-47. Back here, Christmas break at Sidney High School. Yellow Jackets looking to take care of business and go to 6-1, 5-0, excuse me, in the North, as they sit atop the GWalk North standings at the moment. Their next game will be 8 days from now when Wayne brings the Warriors north up here to Sidney, and we will try to carry that game for you right here on TV Productions. Lathan Jones is going to go to the free throw line where he's a 25% free throw shooter. 2 of 8 on the year. Looking for his first points of the ball game. Lathan, of course, the junior. Fantastic athlete. Really nice basketball player, but also a very good football player for the Jackets.
Yeah, very good on the rebounds.
Lathan makes the first free throw for his first point. Jackets have 70. They lead 70-47. Jones eyes the second free throw. That one is no good, in and out. Rebound comes down to number 14, Jordan Dill for Greenville. He gives it off to Tyler Bikey. Bikey has had a really nice second half, really a nice ball game for Greenville. Season double figures with 10 points. Near steal by Jace Conrad on the sideline. Ball's going to stay with Greenville. Once again, we'd like to send out our best wishes to Devin Taborn, the freshman who was injured in the JV game the other night. Haven't heard anything on his injury yet, but hopefully he is okay. Yep. And if not, we wish him a full and complete healthy recovery. There's a drive by Dill, blocked by Lathan Jones. Back into Greenville's hands, and Saylor's going to drive, but he's going to be bumped, and Greenville will inbound underneath their own basket. Fouls on Conrad. That'll be Jace's second foul. We're under a minute to go, 53.8, 23-point ball game. Pass goes into Dill up top. He's guarded by Lathan Jones. Hand off to Walker, another long three ball by Walker. This one's short. Rebound down to Bikey. Bikey spins in the lane, fires up a one-handed hook shot that's no good, and comes down in the hands of Lathan Jones for the Jackets. Jones shovels it up to Josh Harlett, who tries to make a cross-court pass to Jace Conrad. That's intercepted by Fletcher, but he steps out of bounds, and the ball will stay with the Jackets. 35.7 to go. If you stay with us, we'll try to get you a couple of stats after the game. It won't be anything comprehensive, but we'll try to get you a couple. Darius Bokey has the ball. He's trapped. Ball swung around to Trey Wernz. Now to Jace Conrad. He'll fire a three ball from deep on the left side and hit it. Jace Conrad with his first 3 points on a long three-pointer. That makes it 73-47. Tyler Bikey has the ball, guarded by Darius Bokey from the Yellow Jackets. Bikey driving down the right side. Nice. Blocked by Jones, his second block in his many possessions. Ends up in the hands of Josh Harlett. Harlett drives it all the way down coast to coast. Tip is not converted by Jace Conrad. The ball goes out of bounds and will stay with the Jackets. Yellow Jackets will inbound with 2.4 to go. Josh Harlett will trigger for the Jackets as they will move to 6-1. Not the best performance, Caleb, but good enough to win.
Yeah, good enough.
Trey Wernz has it. He will dribble out the clock, and that'll do it here from Sidney High School. Final score, Yellow Jackets 73, Green Wave 47. The Yellow Jackets outscored Greenville in that fourth quarter 16-9 to get the final score of 73-47. We will be back in about a minute or two with a couple of final thoughts and stats and to wrap things up. Back here at Sidney, we will recap the first 2 games of the evening and then get a couple stats here for the varsity game, and then we'll sign off until next Saturday. The Jackets go perfect 3-0 tonight as they win the freshman game and come from behind fashion 34-30. They were led in scoring by Jack Davidson with 9, Landon Davis with 8, and Carter Elsner with 7. In the JV game, the Jackets led from wire to wire, outscoring Greenville 26-7 in the first quarter, and then continued on that and won 77-29 The Yellow Jacket JV team is a perfect 7-0 so far on the season. Camden Vordermark led the Jackets in scoring with 17. Jaden Swagger added 14, and Avante Martin also in double figures with 10. And then here in the varsity contest, got a little bit sloppy there in the middle of the game, but the Yellow Jackets jumped out to a really solid first quarter with a 26-11 lead over Greenville. Greenville with a really nice second quarter to outscore the Jackets 13-7 and only trailed by 9 at halftime. Yellow Jackets got back going in the third quarter, scoring 24 points and outscoring Greenville 24-14 in that third quarter to bring the score to 57-38 before outscoring Greenville in the fourth quarter 16-9 to bring us to our final of 73-47. Yellow Jackets led in scoring by Andre Gordon. Andre had 21 points. Josiah Hudgens, 2, 4, 6, 8, 11, 13 points for Josiah, including a three-pointer. Darren Taborn had a really nice ball game for the Jackets, also with 13 points. Rotez Roberts with 9 second-half points. Jace Conrad had 3 points. Keith Lee had 4 points on 4 free throws. Dom Durr had 7 points. Trey Werns had 2 points, and Lathan Jones had 1 point. For Greenville, Noah Walker led the way with 11 points. Tyler Bikey had 10 points. Jordan Dill chipped in 10 points as well, and they also got 9 points from Alec Fletcher. A couple of other stats for the Jackets. Bear with me while I total a couple of these up. Andre Gordon ended up with 5 assists in the second half to bring his total for the game to 7 assists, which will raise his average a little bit. Rotez Roberts had 9 points on the ball game. Rotez had 2 blocks in the first half and 4 more in the second half. So his GWalk leading average will jump just a little bit from 5 points. Rotez also is going to chip in, it looks like, about 5 rebounds as well, as he picked up 3 offensive rebounds in the second half. Those are the major stats of our players that kind of are up there in the league in terms of their GWalk leading stats. But once again, the most important stat of the night, the Yellow Jackets improved to 6-1, with a 73-47 victory over the visiting Greenville Green Wave, who fall to 0-7 on the season. The Yellow Jackets will take 8 days off, and then we'll be back in action on Saturday when they play host to the Wayne Warriors. We will try to bring those games to you as well. We'll see how things work out. But once again, we'll close it down here. The Yellow Jackets win the freshman game, win the JV game, and then cap it off with a 73-47 victory in the nightcap. Thanks for joining us. I've been Greg Snyder along with Caleb Sparks, my color man, and also on camera, Jacob Everingham. Everybody enjoy the holidays. We'll see you soon.